Hello, and welcome back. It's time. I'm pretty sure. It's time to make for the Mother Crystal. Gonna take out that final one. Right here. We've cleared the way. Odin is dead. What are they gonna do to stop us? Well, I mean, I suppose there's always Ultima standing in our way. But we'll have to deal with him eventually. And yeah, last we left off, we killed Odin. It was a pretty cool fight. Not quite as cool as fighting Bahamut, but it's hard to beat that fight, you know? Whew. But Odin's abilities are really fun. This sick blade and the Zantetsuken. Really cool. Now, if only I could run while in towns, and also if only the camera wasn't so blurry and jittery when turning. The game looks beautiful when the camera's not moving. Come on.
Ready, go?
Right. Head. Actually, we could travel to this obelisk. Why did it want me to go to that town when I could just go here and be much closer?
Come on. Run like the wind.
Ridiculous. Off we go, as brothers, charging forth towards the Mother Crystal. Vidargres. Fortunes of Clutch Mine. Oh, back off. You don't want none of this. Trust me. Was that an obelisk? Yep, and also cutscene. There it is.
The calm before the storm.
There's only one way into that city. Across the bridge. Through the main gate. Right into the midst of whatever is left of the late King's army. Are you ready for this?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Here we go. As soon as I have double checked. Little something. Yeah. Alright. Off we go. To Drake's Spine. Just had to be sure that there was no stuff back at the hideaway. Stone here, the kingdom of Walud. Lots of dead people. Lots of dead Walud
What the
soldiers.
hell happened here?
I dare not think. A stroke of good fortune, perhaps?
I hope you're right.
It's entirely possible Ultima is just carving a
So do
path for
I.
us. Streets of Madness.
The ether has claimed them all.
Let's see what went on next.
This cloud. Oh, I forgot to match that. I didn't realize that was not my goal. Stop it. I'm trying to get to this side of that so that I can do this. Suntetsu 5. That's how it's done. Onwards. Towards this epic city. Get rid of that so you can start running. Or we'll get into a cutscene. Sure.
That's a behemoth.
Who'd
Yeah.
be mad enough to tame such a beast?
Ultima? It's a lot of ether. What? Meteor Storm is a bonus action?
Stand back. Here it comes.
Here we go. Time to fight a behemoth.
Well, what are we waiting for?
his face. Flat. That's not fair, man. He raises his claw and slams down at the same time as the meteorites coming down. How are you supposed to avoid both?
Let's roll ready. Rest, brother.
Also should have been doing this. Get my fire. What?
No! Stand back! I'll conjure a ward!
Joshua, no. Your last one barely stopped a comet. This is a meteor.
Joshua!
Joshua! I'll do it. I'll conjure it. Fred not.
Desperate times.
Clive, no!
Trust me. I'm your shield, remember? I think this might be a job for Ifrit!
Maybe.
And why would you turn to him, brother?
Because you're dying, Joshua.
When we fight together.
Green is still here. Make you look very injured, Joshua.
That wasn't too bad.
That was just the beginning.
Where about you, Joshua?
Nice try.
Was he dead? What? How'd he die? I don't remember killing him. He just summoned a meteor. Oh well. Behemoth shackles, 2 of them. Wyrite sharp fangs. Experience a bunch of AP. And 4,000 gil. That was a rough fight.
Quickly, before we're cut off for good.
If it is like the others, the entrance to the inner sanctum will be at the foot of the crystal. We're almost there.
Yep. Potion, yep, I need those. Eye potion, good. Another high potion. Good, good. Almost back to max on those. One way way to go, I suppose. Another potion. Almost max on those as well. Guess there's only one way to go. Hello.
Finished.
Santos. That takes care of them. Take that. Take a look at this other path. Yeah, more enemies over here. Some spoils of lots of stuff.
Not what I was expecting.
There's not that many shots.
Nice try.
Oh, come on. It just keeps on turning and turning. So, Overkill. It's cool. Oh, back to max on our potions. That's good.
Once we step onto that bridge, we'll be easy targets.
Then we better move quickly.
Farewell.
Good.
More of Ultima's tools. Come on then. What are you waiting for? It's over.
It's
You're finished. Viva!
That was all it took, huh? Alright. Onwards we go.
Through the castle then.
I don't see any other way.
Sense that the path to the Mother Crystal's core would be through the castle. The Wheel of Light satellite. Big Coral.
Ultima's corruption knows no bounds. We cannot allow it to spread any further.
And we won't.
Scientists again, level 5. It's over. Very good, very good. Meteorites, ash. Store. More ash, more paths. It leads to an item for sure. This other path. So you dead end. With an item. Good. Chest of Gil. I'm curious because this game feels really stuttery. Can't set the frame rate. And yet. I wonder if that's maybe like a...
This might take a while.
Rate issue. Boy,
It's over. Oh.
Alright. Many more times I'm going to have to teach these creatures the same lesson.
There are so many.
Focus, Joshua. We're not done yet.
And still, so many more numbers. Sun tits again. Wipe out the screen, shall we? After bro, it's as easy as that. So we're going this way? No? Also, stop that, Clive. I guess we're going this way? Yep. Gotta pull the lever. Yeah.
Let's hope this works.
We're gonna fight now. Okay.
Clive.
Of course there's more. There's always fucking more.
How are you still alive?
That's better. Nice try.
Stop doing that, dude. Let's get more.
Nice try.
Good stuff. Just a little poison. Followed by a new enemies.
Clive, you mustn't summon Ifrit. Not yet. So I can let the final sword to you? Yes, you should. Save your strength for another crystal. What does it mean to go so big?
You don't want to know. Well done.
How are you still? Shoot! Stop it. You. Oh, that's Torgal. Hey, Torgal, go! You. Stupid mage. Get out of here. Anyone else? Anyone? Huh? You wanna go? A big boy, again. Oh, what's the rest, huh?
Thanks, boy.
Oh well. Your leader better improve.
Nice try. Nice try. Too slow.
You're finished.
You're finished. Woo! Level up! Level 47 and 470 AP. Nice. Basic spoils. Still more?
There's no end to them. The whole bloody army's here. Stand back, Joshua. I'm summoning Ifrit.
Stop, Clive. You mustn't. We still have a long way to go. If you tap your strength here, you'll have none left to destroy the heart.
Then you'd rather die?
Hey guys! Hey mid! Thanks for the assist. Yo!
Jill!
Chill! And also Dion! Nice job.
She's not alone.
Hey Gav.
Surprised to see us.
How did you?
Gav. He told us exactly where you'd be. Even sniffed out a crack in the castle wall. And when we saw the heavens come crashing down, we had no choice but to believe him. It's been quite a day.
Yeah?
To what do we owe this honor?
A debt I would see repaid.
Prince Dion. It's good to see you well.
So, this must be Ifrit. Your uncle bade me give you a message. Listen to your heart, and guide your steel true. Your father would expect no less. That is all.
Thank you.
For everything, Your Highness.
Dion, please.
You do realize the only thing we've freed so far is this wall from its foundations, right? Now, if your lord and ladyship's quite finished...
Well said, Gav. We have work to do.
Yeah, you do. Hey,
I don't
Goose.
suppose there's out I can say to make you change your mind. So I'll just tell you to stay safe. Nan won't take kindly to losing her best customer, especially after letting us carry all this stuff all the way to Ash.
And we wouldn't want to anger old Nan.
You mean, you'll buy some at offers?
Of course. The big hammer? What?
You want us to make you something?
Oh, I see. If only I could make Gather them along. I need another dark steel. Where am I gonna get that?
You don't want me to make you out else?
Boots is tall.
Thank
Need
you.
A potion and a high
Is
potion.
there out else you need?
Depends on what you have. I think that's about it. Maybe sell something. Oh, I got some things. Yeah, I got 6 goblin coins.
Out else you don't
3
need?
empty shards.
I think I counted that right.
410,000 gil, bro.
Out else I can do for you?
That's about it, Goots, I think. Okay. Yep. I think that's about it. Streets of Battles. Hey, Jill.
Each parting brings the hope of reunion. I missed you, Clive.
I missed you too.
Yeah, miss you too. In Torgal.
I couldn't have made it this far without you, Torgal.
You're a good boy.
If Sid were here today, I reckon he'd be proud of you, Clive.
He'd be proud of us all.
He sure would. Hey, Dion. Leaning against the
There is
wall.
still much I would learn of your tale, once this day is done. Until then,
Gladly.
all who might come between me and such knowledge shall answer to my spear.
I do not envy them.
I do not. Yeah, Dion chilling in the corner like a cool kid.
You see, Clive, we're not alone. If we are to win the day, we must all play our part. And ours. Ours lies beyond those doors.
Yeah. At once.
We fought long and hard for this moment. Sid's dream, our dream, is within our grasp.
We need only endure this final trial, and we shall. Together.
Together. We shall bring about an end to this Mother Crystal.
You all know what it is that awaits us beyond this gate. And we shall face it together.
Aye.
Goods, get out of here.
It seems our hosts would
Back to the
rather we
ship.
remain. I will stay them.
We will stay them. Go!
Just don't keep us waiting.
Thank you.
Welcome, sons of fire.
No! No!
Don't worry, Torgal's with us.
Come back.
I will. What? Just please beat those Akashic. And also you come back alive as well. Pretty please. Hey, Torgal. Oof. Joshua?
Joshua! Joshua! Wake up!
Clive, is that you? This isn't stone here.
Welcome to our darkness. A rift between worlds wherein your kind might reflect.
Show yourself!
Grave and many are the sins of man, and we would have you know them, all of them, as fate has seen fit to deliver you home. Consider this our welcoming gift.
It would seem we are trapped.
And the only way out is through Ultima. We find him, and we leave.
The interdimensional rift.
If you are to comprehend the full extent of your transgressions, we must go back to the beginning. When the world was still young, we visited upon it a miracle, magic, and in its light did all life flourish. Yet the price for this boon would prove heavy. A pall descended upon the land, painting the horizon black as night. Though we labored to forestall its spread, in this one endeavor we stood powerless. And so we fled, that we might endure, that we might discover a means of salvation.
What if it was magic that caused the blight? What of the mother crystals?
I expect he'll tell us soon enough.
Really nice.
Salvation, alas, was not readily to be had. First, we would require a land unvisited by the stain of corruption. An unprecedented journey lay before us, one beyond the limits of our fleshly bodies. And so we cast them off. Thus, stripped to our very spirit, did we find our new paradise. A land as pure as driven snow, Valisthea. There would the true work begin, for the black crept yet behind us. And soon did we arrive at a solution. The illness having spread to every organ, there was but one escape from this fate, to start afresh.
With a new world. The one for which Barnabas labored. A paradise free from the blight where his god awaits. And where, if we only forfeit our wills and abandon everything we hold dear, humanity can join him. So, Ultima would have us follow in the footsteps of the king.
And follow we shall. For now.
Yeah, for now. Look at this place. Honest work.
To forge a new world would require not only power, but a constitution strong enough to wield it. Acquiring the first would be simple. Untouched by the blight, Valisthea was replete with ether, and we had only to place jewels in her crown to claim it. Acquiring the second, however, demanded creativity. And so I cast forth the seeds of humanity.
You created us.
Is that not what gods do? We sowed the seeds for you, Muthos, all that you might one day blossom. And our future thus secured, we thought to slumber, though that would prove a grave mistake. For it was as we slept that man committed his greatest sin. He awoke. Alone in a world bereft of his god's radiance, he stumbled blindly, desperate for guidance. Finding no light, he sought to kindle his own. And from that single errant impulse was his will born. Having discovered himself at last, man turned his eyes inward and found he desired evermore that which only magic might afford.
I don't think you understand.
So wars were waged and brothers slain for custody over that dwindling resource. And the land, she wept tears of black.
He would condemn us for this. Surely he cannot be so blind to his own hypocrisy.
Not blind, just unwilling to admit the truth. Though we're one and the same. Is that
Ifrit, or what's left of him?
Long have our ashes lain cold for want of a spark. Cast your eyes upon them and see what you must become.
What you want me to become, not what I must become.
Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being.
Huh?
The avarice of man drives her ever closer to destruction. But she may yet be saved by you.
That's not saving.
It is what you were born to do. Why we nursed you and fed you as your own mother should have. And now that you are fully grown, our Muthos, it is time at last for you to serve your purpose.
To right your wrongs. If our sin is wanting to survive, then you are as marked by it as we are. The fault is yours. Our wills were born because you abandoned us. And now, you would have us forfeit them. All for a place in your new paradise.
Do you imagine yourselves worthy of one? Mankind has no place in our world. Is this truly so difficult to comprehend? We only ever require you, Muthos, when the time comes to bid this wretched realm farewell. None shall follow, none shall remain.
What do you mean, none?
This is our world. Once the land's rebirth is complete, humanity will have served its purpose. Why would we continue to suffer that which has caused us so much vexation?
Because the land doesn't belong to you. It belongs to us all! What?
What?
That is where you are mistaken. You own nothing but your precious will.
I see Freak's
Brother.
foot move.
I can't do this alone.
And you don't have to.
I grow weary of your dissent. Now you must learn that this master will not tolerate disobedience.
Too bad. Sucks to suck. Mythos, or not Mythos, Ultima.
My friends, my family. We have all suffered, all fought to survive. This world may be flawed. It may be broken. But it's all we have. And if we can't share it, I see only one other choice. You have to go.
You may have created us, Ultima. But it's time we lived on our own terms. This isn't your world anymore.
Yeah. You
It's
abandoned
ours.
it, so it's ours now.
Bow down, offenders, hearts disdained.
so difficult to dodge. It's difficult to see what's actually right. That's better. Counter. Pretty good for me. How did he still get me through?
Help me, boy.
Such foul attaint may not be sublimed through game standing. Only with heads hung low is penance paid. Oh, wretched mortals incapable even of contrition. In fitting season shall we reap our harvest.
Nice try.
Follow!
Come on. That's already.
My strength is yours.
We will unmake.
Neutron flare.
Slow. Let's try.
Know your insignificance.
No, 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 no.
Don't touch it another. Screw you.
Nice try.
What? Come on!
Not good. To me, boy. Ogle, kill! Tesla.
Gifted this chance. And still you would raise your hand against the Lord.
Yeah.
What now?
The darkness bends. He means to end us.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah.
But let's make it his
Is that a
last.
surprise? Joshua?
Your fate is inexorable. Surrender the vessel unto the darkness. Surrender it unto us.
Oh my goodness.
Kneel before us.
That's better. I'm hurt, Torgal. Yeah. Tesla. To me, boy. Nice try. Well done, Torgal. I'm hurt, Torgal.
Prostrate yourself.
To me, boy.
Hurry his face off. Suntetsuki. So let me just use a Stone Skin tonic, Lionheart tonic.
I'm hurt, Torgal. Fine hound. To me, boy. All yours, Torgal.
Strength tonic. I told you dodge. Come on, dude. Seriously? Ugh.
Your fate is inexorable. Surrender the vessel unto the darkness. Surrender it unto us. Try. Kneel before
Oh yeah, steel capture. That's what I'm talking about.
prostrate yourself.
It's all ready.
My strength is yours.
Surrender.
Here we are. Some Tetsuki level 5. Scientist. Finish it off. Ultimate vanquish. 17,250 experience, 650 AP, 7,000 gil. The Pool of Darkness, Dancing Steel, Sharp Fangs, Steel Silk, Magic Dash.
At last, for countless generations, have we awaited this moment. Your struggles have made you strong, yet your soul remains heavy with sin.
What sin? Tell me.
Absolution is nigh. Repent, and all shall be forgiven.
Repent for what? My father is conversing with my brother. Jill is conversing with herself, and then Sid is conversing with Mid. What? One of these things is not like the other. Fathers talking with their children, and then Jill talking to her younger self. What is this?
Tell me, Clive. How many lives have you saved since taking my name?
Countless?
Fewer than we have ruined. Wherever we go, we leave a sea of tears in our wake.
What? No?
These are the wages of your will, son.
What
Bold-faced
good
lie.
are our choices when all they ever bring, all they will ever bring, is death?
There's no atoning, Clive. No matter how hard you try.
Atoning for what? Again?
So why not leave it all behind?
This is a terrible attempt.
Behind.
How many lives have you saved since taking my name? A ton. Like, a lot. What are you talking about?
Clive!
Please, won't somebody save me? Won't anybody love me?
You're dead.
I yearn, yet still she is not mine. Have I not given enough?
From will is born desire, and it is this which consumes you, rendering you incomplete.
Do you not see how the world bends and warps under the weight of your hungering hearts? What if it could all just go away? Just go away.
You're talking about just death. That's not preferable.
Clive!
Hey, Joshua.
None of this is real. Wake up.
How many
It's time
lives
to go
have
home,
you saved?
Clive.
At least 4 cities worth. That's how many.
Clive.
That's right. You're my brother.
Brother.
This is... Oh. The Phoenix Feather. The Phoenix Down.
Come. Remember who you are.
Clive.
Once more, lest you forget.
My name is Clive. Clive Rossfield.
Yeah.
Look. Ultima.
What's up? Was the last beating not enough?
Even here, the light of the vessel's will cannot be quenched.
Yeah.
And the Phoenix, his trespass should not have been possible. Not possible unless he has been with Muthos all along. The mark of the Phoenix, emblazoned upon his heart, made manifest by the power of will alone.
Mm-hmm.
The power of creation. Can it be? Are their wills truly so potent?
Yep.
Are you still talking?
Are you still talking? Come on. Come on, Joshua. Let's punch his face in.
Our flames burn as one!
Keep fire, Ultima.
This is no mere evolution, it is deviation. And herefrom does Logos rise.
Yes. Yes. Is that our combined form? Hey, yo. Did we shout at the Mother Crystal somehow? I guess we did. Ashes to ashes, and dust to dust.
Damn it, Clive. Wake up.
Joshua?
That.
Sorry to wake you, but I think it may be time to leave. This place.
That would be nice if we can leave this place. Question is how?
And once again does my creation stray from the path laid before it. Steeped in conceit, you fancy yourself a god. You embrace Logos. But we will put an end to this hubris.
What are you talking about?
In the halls of origin does our true power quicken. And there shall you be made complete. Soon, Muthos, soon you will discover how little you know of suffering.
Twinside, the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
And so the crystals are no more. Yet in their silence, a new song rings. Its chorus building, a crescendo as it enters its final movement, stirring those long aslumber to waking. And back to their origin.
What are you on about, bro? Bro, what? Huh?
The bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they?
Working on it. Also,
Oh, fuck me.
yeah.
Is that ether?
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill! Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to explain here.
Mate! We're leaving! Now! Everyone, fall back to the ship!
Theon?
I will be with you anon.
Thank you.
You can come with us now. That's right. Yeah, there's the Dragoon back flip. Pretty good. Guess it's back to the hideaway then. Bro. There used to be a city here, and then it went up and over there. Good thing we've got a ship. Now we're gonna need an airship. Back to their origin.
I need to tell everyone what happened at Drake's Spine. And I'm going to need Otto's help.
So much to do. Got some letters to read. Many other things. Like Blackthorn. Hey.
What do I owe the honor?
Here you got new things. Defender +1, 330, 330. So that's slightly better. Use the Behemoth Shackle. Okay. Circle of Heaven +1. And Sun Bracelets +1. Uses the other Behemoth Shackle. Okay. It's only a
no scratches, right?
Upgrade, but it can be reinforced to +2. It's an additional 10.
That should do you.
Each. Okay. Oh, am I not able to make Circle of Heaven anymore? Because I don't have enough Clutch Mine. I need more Clutch Mine. I could buy some more. Sun Bracelets, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. My best work, but it'll do.
Alright, so we need 18 more Clutch Mine. And, yeah, that should be it.
And
I'll be back.
Clive, if you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Shush.
It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Yeah, right. I need some Clutch Mine. At least 18 of those.
It'd better all be here.
Yep. What do you want?
Well, I want a belt.
No scratches, right?
Uh-huh.
You can thank me later. That it? Fine.
That's it for
There's
now.
the skies. And the crystal.
Next, the advent of the great Grieger herself? Who knows? A new life. Well, going was slow, and not without the occasional run-in with some straggling orc, I saw Ada back safe to the Shadow Coast, where Mid was waiting kindly with the Enterprise. On the voyage home, I like to think the poor lass opened up a little, telling us about her life and the life she wants for her baby. But I suppose it's up to us now to make certain the little one gets it. Gav. There it is. Let's go speak with Otto. Hey, Dion.
I've wronged so many. Ruined thousands of lives. I did not deserve to be saved. But save me, you and your brother did. Your uncle, too, forgave me my sins. Offered me a chance at redemption. Yours is a fine family, Ifrit. Cherish it.
I will. You take care of yourself, Leon. Don't beat yourself up too much about it. Your mind kind of shattered, when your father died at your hands.
Back again? Allow me to educate you.
Nah. I'll just look at it later. It's probably gonna update after I
Still
talk with
alive, I
Otto.
see. Something tells me that I saw on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then.
Yes.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
the Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we gonna manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
Yet. We need
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do to help our friends. They're since just standing around here.
Joshua seemed upset.
He did. Nothing to do but talk to him. Hey, Joshua.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
Yeah.
All right. I yield.
I yield.
But only what you must, yes?
Don't go dying on
I'm
me.
still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
He does have wings, that's true.
Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is.
Yeah?
But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
Yeah.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Hey, Jill. How's it going?
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea.
Of course, it'd have to be dark out for us to even see the stars.
You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive?
Yeah.
You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
Smile.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Yeah, there's a lot of side quests to do, my goodness. In case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all his time of late on the rear deck, whimpering like Gav in his cups. Something ain't right, and my gut tells me it's ought to do with his supply of antelope bones.
What is it this time, Torgal?
More than words. And... reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exist ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that the mere possession is deemed a crime, and it was a chance encounter with one such tome, from a distance, that sparked within me the scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text. Should you require further incentive, I know that I am willing to offer compensation for services rendered.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Oh boy, so many quests. All over the place. Uncle Byron, what is it? Three's company.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many, but in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
Of course.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
If that is your wish.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Brotherhood is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Three's Company. Nothing new on the hunt board? Are you kidding me?
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen herself.
Torgal? What's you up to, boy? You doing okay?
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you?
Yeah.
You want me to go with you somewhere?
Alright, you lead the way, Torgal.
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because
Really
he doesn't
have.
talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
Yeah. Where to then? What are you up
What
to,
do
kids?
you think happened to Miss Mid?
Mid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions. Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us?
Sure.
In her dungeon?
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Thanks for the warning. Whoa! Aiming high. Hey, Mid. What's up?
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Sure.
Has Mididol mentioned a new project?
Kinda.
Whatever should I write next?
This is... It's another quest on my map, but didn't see anyone in need of a quest down there. Where's that? Where is this person? That's strange. How do I get to this? Litany of errors. Oh wait, they're up there? How do I get up from here? Aha! Stairs. I didn't even know there was an up from here.
I will not let them be forgotten.
Oh,
Sid,
May I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
I'll go instead.
You are a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
I'm not finished
Too
yet.
dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Litany of Errors. So many side quests at the end here. My goodness. Huh? Oh, and are there even more out
Fancy
there?
a look at the list, do you? Quick
Yeah.
look.
There's one in Sembrak, 2 in Dalmacia. Okay, just 2 in Dalmacia, 1 in Sembrak.
Seen enough?
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away.
Hey, Vivian.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but... But perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Of course. I will find it.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I do.
Yeah.
And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Bidza. Or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Hello.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Curse Breakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, but also...
So you happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
Sure.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Trial and error. Yeah, wouldn't Gav be a better judge of...
I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Wouldn't Gav be a better judge of who's a good scout?
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
Then we go together.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
As do I. Nobody's too. Joshua, what's going on?
Ah, Clive.
Where there's a will.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's... not
Joshua?
nothing. I've received
not
word
nothing.
from Cyril.
Okay, good.
The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it.
His will? How? And where?
Yeah.
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, They found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but... would you join me?
Of course, Joshua.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
Where there's a will. Hey, Torkel. Where's the boy?
All right, Torkel. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
We'll have a look, Torkel. Don't you worry. Hello, Hippocrates.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Hippocrates, there's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Coveters of Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers. A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the Executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the Executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the Executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash.
Huh?
Rumors of the Executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Yeah. I happen to be heading to Waloed pretty soon. Okay, we have accepted every side quest here. Well then. That's definitely the final quest. Oops. There's one near this Ravenwood walls, one near Vidal Grace, and then there's a lot way out here. Ooh. Let's start with making for Garnick, or... Alright, so let's take a look at the map here. Oh wow, there's a lot over here actually. It's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, let's go here and we'll take a look at Nobody's Tool. Oh yeah, that's the place that was blocked off, and Clive was like, this place, don't like the feel of this place, maybe we should come back later.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
Yeah. Now, move it here. By the way, curious about Torgal. Okay. I wonder if this quest for Torgal going to Rosaria is gonna max that out.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the Wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not.
I hope not. Yeah.
Locked up tight.
That's not ideal. Hello.
Give me thunder!
A key? Perhaps? The Kingdom of Waloed hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers both foreign and domestic. The purpose of this facility is to rear and train a Kuza beast for deployment in the field. The aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punishable by death. Captive bearers have been provided solely for the perusal of the aforementioned purpose. Express permission is required for use of bearers in any other capacity.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Yeah. Which means that creature's probably still here. Yeah. Sharp fangs before we go up there. Yeah. We got here. The Kuza has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, it was hoped that successful deployment on the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. Little flying bug. In exercises conducted thus far, however, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is proposed instead that bearer captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with minimal loss of Waluda lives.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives?
Yeah.
And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Infuriating. Truly. Recent supply shortages left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kuza entrusted to our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bearers assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bearers may even be its preferred source of sustenance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bearers no longer of use for training purposes can now be repurposed as required.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a Kashyyyk down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Yeah. We also need to find a key, I would think. Come to me. No magic steal. If that's my destination, then I'll be back in a jiffy. Firstly...
All yours, Torgal!
Good job. Good boy. What do we have here? Absolutely. Wait. An empty shard. That's worth a decent chunk of change. Find anything, Doris?
No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse.
Yeah.
Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even, and those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Yeah, it fits the one on the...
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs.
Yeah.
There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Baylor's key. Yeah, this key, we already know where it goes, Clive. Hey. It of course goes to the gate right over here. On the ground floor.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Well, we can get into the arena. Amber. That's... Huh?
A survivor.
Where are you?
She sounds close.
Little girl? Hey.
Who are you?
I'm Sid.
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
I'll deal with the
Who's
monster.
that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
Of course.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Had no intention of letting it live. Is it a chimera? There's something. No, I mean, they said it was a Kuza. Oh, it looks kind of behemoth-esque. Yeah, Kuza beast rank A. Got a bounty on you, do you?
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
Freeze. Sunfist level 5. Yes, 83,000 damage. Whew. 15,000 gil, 35 notoriety, behemoth shackle, and 2 meteorite. Bunch of experience, AP. Very good.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
Let me guess. Chadwick. Oh no, I thought it was gonna be Chadwick's corpse.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Sometime later. Wait, I'm not done in Waloed. Oh, fine.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Worst. Nobody's tool. The breath of darkness, Kunganir, and meteorite. Don't tell me the hunt board update is just that thing that I just killed. Nectar, don't you disappoint me now. Oh, good. There is something else. The Masterless Marauder, S rank. The Waluda army captured such beasts and trained, or tried to train them to serve. But this particular specimen's training has long since ceased. Whether its captors turned Akashic with the rest of their comrades, or were eaten by their pet when it broke free from its bonds, we shall never know. All we do know is there is none left alive who know the words to put an end to its rampage. Only a show of force will suffice. Somewhere in Waloed. And Desiree?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Hey, Genji gloves.
You earned this.
I sure did. 2850 still.
All done?
420 more to go. No, this. Gear. What does this one do? Increases damage dealt to enemies by 5%. Okay. Does lower my attack by 12, but increases damage dealt by 5%. So, even at like 450, that's... Well, we'll do 458. That would be... $45.4 halved would be 22.7 22.7 attack, assuming each point of attack is like 1 point of damage. I don't know. I think 5% is going to be better than plus 12 attack. Regardless. Yeah, back to Alud. Got 2 more quests to do. And apparently there's a giant beast out here somewhere. Some giant S-ranked beast. Where's ya? Right. Rub.
That'll do, girl. This must be the orphanage.
But
hopefully the registry's still here.
I mean, it says conservatory, but sure, orphanage. What's this? Potion shop fangs. Consist of the press yard, 20 sandbags for such duration as instructor shall dictate. The furnace, burn intensity to be gradually increased. Live combat, 1 to 3 hellhounds depending on performance.
Conditioning.
Hereby incorporates this institution wherein juvenile bearers are to be granted the opportunity to give themselves in service to the state of as soldiers. Trainees succumbing to the crystal's curse or otherwise perishing are to be disposed of with all haste. The graveyard is strictly reserved for the uncursed. Bearer disposal within its bounds is punishable by death.
Disposed of? Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
Yeah. Where might this registry be? I have recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her. I have been torturing my own flesh and blood. And now I see her everywhere. Today, one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile. The smile she inherited from her mother. The mother I killed for giving birth to a bearer. Their ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wives, all of them. All those children. So many have died at my hand. I can bear the guilt no longer. And so I have decided, tomorrow, I, too, must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches. The last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb, and inter my accursed corpse beneath the white tree whose crooked hands reach to the sky in supplication. And beside me, my shame, my curse, the record of all their names, all those I have wronged.
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
Pretty sure you did. There's the tree. Nearby should be what we're looking for.
A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here?
Most likely.
There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see.
Why, it's exactly what we're looking for.
This must be the registry.
Hans, 10 years old. Lithification. Alfred, 9 years old. Franz, 12. Paulina, 10. Bruno, 11. Johanna, 12. Reinhard, 9. Marta, 10. Lothar, 12. Dietrich, 11.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. And where is the architect of all this misery?
Hi.
It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed.
Oh, come on. Slow. Back off. Oh, come on! Let me do my thing! Screw you! Do this. Gosh. Screw you. Nice. Scented skin get away with. Level 38, how are you so tanky? Nice try. Stop it. Farewell. Precious spoils.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Yeah, I am done here. Let's go to Garnick. Oh, is that the beast? Is that the one I need to kill? Please tell me it is. Please tell me. Looks like it is. Yes. Won't have to go scouring every ilm in this land. Behemoth King, rank S. Figured it.
heartless guard dogs. Next lesson is two.
Apocalypse.
Too slow. Let's try.
You're finished.
You're finished. That was an S rank that I didn't die to. Behemoth Shackle and Orichalcum, yes! 23,000 experience points and 20,000 gil, 200 AP. Orichalcum.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
Now.
Ready, go?
For this quest. Oh boy, that was a rough fight. But that Orichalcum was worth it. For sure.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Oh yeah, that's right, we're here for the book. Give me that potion. Well? Yeah. Etrefrutira or Tale of Wither. There we go.
His interests were certainly varied.
Chapter 16, The Fall of the Bearers.
This is it.
From a distance. This is it.
But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Intelligence training report. What was the Moogle? No spirit or sprite appears more often in Valisthian folktales than the humble Moogle. Oh, Moogles. Oh, looks like we need to actually walk to the exit of this place, and we'll probably be bombarded by some manner of beasties.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle.
Subtle.
I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions.
Yeah.
Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by
You're right.
one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
You can try. Alright? I'm a freak. Ain't nothing you can do to stop me.
Let's see, shall we?
Even if I don't pry.
It's over. Nice try.
You're finished. You're finished. So what was that you were saying about my cold dead hands? 'Cause I'd say they're very hot.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many.
Yeah.
Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Will we meet again?
Wait!
Things are about to be over pretty soon.
Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Well, I I think we are done with Waloed. That's for sure. The only thing left here is this... the Hand of Enceladus. And now we shall turn in a couple of side quests. Hey, Vivian. From a distance.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
Here you go.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
I'll try. Is that enough for a level? It looks like there's like just a small gap. Scholar's Bonnet for Clive's Chambers. Yeah, not quite a level. It's just like it's so close. But we got a couple more. Well, at least one more quest to turn in. Another hunt. Another quest on the reading table. Is it for Vivian? Hey, Nectar. What you got? What you got? Ooh. Ooh, a new one. A rank A. The Wailing Banshee. Cursebreakers came across this creature while searching for survivors near the abandoned village of Garnick. Misled by the abomination's appearance into thinking she might be a local woman, they went to offer their help, but soon it was they who were seeking salvation. The survivors say they can still hear the screams. both those of the White and those of their fallen comrades. Back to Allude, huh? First, Hamlin, I think his name was? Way up here.
I hear that you traveled to Ash. Sid, did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
If I may, the bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Or any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces, like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault.
Yeah.
And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering. And in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
No problem. And that's a level, and 1,000 AP! Level 48. Breath of Ice, Mesmerize. Very nice. Got one more letter to read. Complete 2 quests, get another one that needs to be done.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen herself.
Yeah?
So what do I owe the honor?
Well, I happen to have an
unfortunate,
extra
dear.
or a calcum that I could use. Let's see, this one will give me 2 HP and 4 defense. This one will give me 5 defense and 2 HP. So slightly better. I'll go with this one first.
No scratches,
Sons of Ouroboros. And when I get another outer calcum, I'll go for the belt. But for now, I'm saving the 3 that I've got for that sword. Full of memories. Still many more memories to get. We need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In a mood, I think we're still working on. Yeah, that's the Torgal one. Making amends. Master Clive, I am aware there are matters of much greater import than which demand your attention. But should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves, that I might ask a single favor concerning His Highness Prince Dion. Of course.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
A tale to tell. And I need to purchase so many potions from Karen.
Still alive, are ya?
I'll get some more.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Purchase 4 regular potions.
You're rubbing me
and
blind, you
4
know.
high potions.
Cannot find a
and
better
2
price than
strength
that.
5s. Okay, should also sell some things. Yes, we got 1 black blood.
I reckon I can
2
find
empty
a
shards and an amber.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
So much money, man. So much money. More than I have need of, to be truthful.
Lawsman Hippocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion. But I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing.
Yeah.
Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship.
Offer him
the
friendship
blame for
now.
Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace.
Oh, it's a flower.
Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Of course. You know me. Safe is my middle name. Where is he sick? Yep. To elude. we'll get to that and more next time on Final Fantasy 16, as we've been going for a long time. And I'm trying to hope that I'll only have one more stream left of this game. And I think that I want there to be not too much to do to where it is too much for one stream, but I want there to be enough for a full stream, so it's not just an hour and we're done. But I think this should be good, assuming there's not going to be cropping up a bunch more side quests all over the place. In any case, next stream, I think I'm going to do a stream tomorrow in the afternoon after I've done all of my grocery shopping and stuff, to do a bit of RuneScape Necromancy. And then we will likely have another RuneScape Necromancy stream on Tuesday instead of Monday, because my Tuesday evening meeting got moved to Monday, and so my Monday stream needs to move to Tuesday. Do a little switcheroo. And then on Wednesday, we'll be playing more Pokémon Metroid, getting back to that. And then we'll be back next Saturday for more Final Fantasy XIV and probably the conclusion of Final Fantasy XVI. At any rate, I will see you next mission. Bye-bye.